Now, MetaPWR Assist. Let's talk about some healthy glucose management after eating. Right? You heard a little bit about that from Dr. O and Dr. Riggs this morning. In both a pilot study and a larger human clinical trial, we achieved statistical significance. Right? We saw a 13% drop in average blood glucose and smoother peaks and valleys in that glucose reading after meals while our healthy participants used MetaPWR Assist during the research study. Now, let's take a minute and think about why is this important? For many of our research participants, the average glucose didn't always change dramatically, but it was the peaks and valleys that flattened significantly after eating. Now, emerging evidence suggests that postprandial glucose, or your glucose levels after you eat, are really more concerning than we previously thought. Right? Even when we're using conventional methods to lower that average blood glucose, it's the spikes of the glucose into those high ranges that can cause tremendous wear and tear on our cells, meal after meal, day after day. Those spikes mean oxidization at work, right? And it takes a toll on our cells. It pushes them into aging faster, that oxidative stress you might have heard about. So optimizing glucose levels after meals is really the goal, and doing so will help improve our metabolic health and our health span. Now let's go back to that idea of oxidization. You can really find dozens of publications that talk about this connection between oxidization and aging. Right? Age-associated reductions in physiologic function are caused by this slow, steady accumulation of oxidative damage to your cells over time. Aging really does happen from the inside outward. It's all rooted down there at the cellular level. So you heard some about this morning from our doctors. The concept's relatively simple. If your cells are young and healthy, it manifests itself on the outside. If your cells are struggling, damaged beyond their years, that will manifest itself on the outside too. So, oxidization is a normal part of our physiological processes. Our bodies do have great ways to combat it, but lifestyle can make the process more intensive, and it can weaken our ability to compensate. Okay, think of an apple. An apple that gets cut, starts to turn brown, shiny metal that'll start to rust. We rust from the inside. This is some of the real power of MetaPWR, right? Giving our bodies that boost to keep oxidization under control and optimize our metabolic processes.